Good afternoon. It's George Heller, West 80 South Poles. It's Friday, February 21st. And we're making our ascent up the Mercury. We started off on Monday morning. It was 28 below zero. That's Fahrenheit. We're here in central Minnesota. 28 below Monday morning, and on the way over here, thermometer in the pickup said 23 above zero. So we're liking that. Well, the wind's kind of died down now. It was pretty windy earlier today. Not pretty windy. It was breezy, I guess. North Dakota's windy. We don't get windy here. Pick up this. That's another reason I like to walk around and look at things, because sometimes, you don't always get all the netting off there. There's a little, depending on where you cut it, sometimes you leave a little bit behind, and so if you can kind of keep an eye out for that as you're observing, and you can get that picked up just like that. So we're on the warm-up. We're talking, I don't know, I think like 28 tomorrow or something, and then like 30 or something on Sunday, and then I think it's going to be almost 40 degrees on Monday and Tuesday or something this coming week here. So, we're not going to complain about that at all, because this month of February has been pretty cold. We've had many days 20 below or more, and probably don't have to tell you, but that isn't any fun. And it kind of makes things a drag. But those days are pretty limited, so yeah, you can kind of muddle through them just to get to days like today. This day is really nice. Came out here this morning, got everything fed out, 2 bales. Still got the doggies over there. Next week that's going to be conducive to shoring up the perimeter fence. So that's what's probably going to happen next week. Hopefully I can get a little bit of footage of that. I'm zoomed out or in or something. Why? There, now it's reality. Sorry about that. I was zoomed out. Not anymore. But yeah, we're going to work on getting that fence shored up. So all along that west line over there, there's a drainage, so the grade is very uneven, and there's many spots where a dog can slip right underneath the wire, and that's what they were doing. And the neighbors weren't too happy about it, so that's why the dogs are in the netting still. We want to keep our neighbors happy. We don't want to start a feud, especially since we're the new kids on the block here. Everybody else around this area has been here for a while. We've only been here a year, so we gotta take it easy. But all the cattle were right where I was, of course, and now since I got the camera out, they all walked over here. But we made it through that cold snap. They did well. We kept them fed out real good and made sure they could keep their rumens full, and made sure they were out of the wind. Thank God it wasn't so windy when we were having that really cold weather. And if it would have been breezy like today when it was 27 below, oh man, that would have been very, very miserable. And yeah, they could have broke a guy. But Oh, it's warming up. This is nice. Earlier today, the snow almost felt like it was melting. Kind of had that squishy feeling under the feet of compaction. I guess if you're used to winter weather, you'd probably understand that. I guess down south they've been getting all kinds of gross, nasty weather. Especially in Kentucky, I seen they had like really bad flooding over like the whole state, and then they got snow and freezing. So, man, they're really getting whooped over there. I hope it straightens out for them soon, because that's not really the kind of weather that they're supposed to be having down there. But that's the fun of it, though, right? We gotta plan to adapt to different weather, adapt to our surroundings, adapt to new pieces of property. Yeah. So, oh man, there's a couple real nice percentage heifers right there. Just a couple beauties. They're kind of buddies. They just like to hang out with each other and do whatever. And are you gonna come up and say hi? Come say hi. Hi there. Yeah, you're a pretty girl. You're nice like your mama, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, you look just like your mama. You're a good girl. Yes. Oh yeah. You get your head tossing. Are you spunky? Yes. You're liking this warmer weather too, huh? But yeah, we can just take a look at some condition on these animals here, and let's see, is this her? Yeah. Yeah, but it's not her sister, so never mind. Here's a nice little, this is a purebred heifer here. She's a little beauty. She's got a little older sister in here too that's looks real nice too, and her mom's real nice, and she's got two older sisters out here actually. And we got our 757 cow. She's been doing real good over the winter here. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yep. Keep chewing that cud, you'll be alright. I won't do anything mean to you. Yeah, then we got our painted bull here, we call him. Some people get him confused with a shorthorn, but I guess from what I've read, the Centipole breed, they used shorthorn to make the Centipole breed, so I guess that would make sense to have a little bit of shorthorn markings coming through in the recessive genetics, even though that was so many years ago that the Centipole breed was created. But it's really, yeah. Oh yeah, that just reminded me of this comment. Somebody said, told me that crossbreeding and inbreeding's no way to raise cattle. Well, we're not doing any inbreeding out here. We are doing some crossbreeding. I don't know. Does it look like crossbreeding's hurting anything? I don't think so. I really don't. If that were true, we'd only have probably like 5 different cattle breeds or something like that. I mean, there's like 4 or 5 from England, and then you got the African breeds. I mean, I don't know. It sure seems like crossbreeding has been kind of been a foundation of livestock rearing or cattle rearing over many centuries. So if you're watching my video again and you want to elaborate on why you think crossbreeding's bad, I guess go ahead, because I don't really see it being bad. I mean, all these animals out here, except for I think there's one that actually is a purebred British white, who the rest of these animals out here are all they're all a product of crossbreeding. And yeah, with the South Poles, they're considered a breed now, but they're a 4-way cross. It's out of 4 different breeds. And I don't know. It seems like they got it figured out. I think old Teddy. Yeah, you want to tell old Teddy Gentry that crossbreeding ain't no way to raise cattle? I don't know. Go ahead and tell him. I think he'd probably argue with you. Seems like he built himself a really nice composite breed out of 4 different ones, and it's really been successful and really gaining a lot of popularity. There's 757's bull calf right there. So he would be a purebred South Pole. And he's getting kind of turning into a chunk of meat, really. He's got a real nice look to him. And this guy, I don't know. Them horns came from somewhere, not sure where. Somewhere in recessive genetics. But he's a chunk of meat. He doesn't, in case anybody's wondering, he hasn't bred any of our cows. He was separated off last year. I brought in 5 heifers from a friend of mine that wanted to get his heifers bred, and so him and another yearling bull that got sold here recently, they got to take care of them heifers. So yeah, will be interesting to see if any of those calves come out with horns. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with crossbreeding, I guess. What's wrong with it? I don't know. That's a crossbreed right there. She looks pretty good. That steer's a crossbreed. This little girl's a crossbreed. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure. But I don't know. Inbreeding, yeah, you don't want sons breeding their mothers, right? I mean, I don't know. That just makes sense, really. And so we're not going to be allowing that to happen at all. And you just do that with management. You just get them pulled out. We're going to be getting them pulled out here next month. And yeah. Here's this bull that someone was asking on the price. They emailed me. I tried emailing them back, but it said couldn't email them back. So, I mean, if you're still interested, well, that guy from New York hasn't got back to me. He's told me to hit him up, I guess. But so yeah, I don't know. We could sell him as a yearling, or we could keep him a year and sell him as a 2-year-old. Maybe, you'd be able to see what you're getting, I guess. But either way, he'll probably be going down the road because he's got his mom, his grandma, and yeah, he's got his mom and his grandma in here. So we don't really we don't want him breeding his mom and grandma. Nope. We won't be letting that happen. But I don't know, otherwise I think everybody's looking pretty good. Nice and fat, and barring there's a couple of them that don't have the best condition on them, but maybe that's what we should look at. These couple cows that were really sick when we had to treat them. Let's look at them real quick. Hopefully you can hear me over the wind. It's getting a little bit breezier now. I want to show you this. So, see them sheep out there? You know what they're doing? They're out there nibbling off brome grass. Dead brome grass. Brown. They're out there grazing. Sheep are awesome. Sheep are just awesome. They are, I don't know, they're unparalleled, I think. They're super efficient. They're just great overwinterers. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They give you a lamb when they're a year old. It's like, how can you go wrong with a sheep? You got to protect them and stuff, I guess, but I think they're pretty awesome. We're going to be selling ewe lambs this year. I haven't really started marketing them too heavily just yet. If you got any interest in getting a flock started, or you want to add to your flock, we'll have a few ewe lambs for sale. I'm guessing around 50. I don't like to overestimate before they're born. I kind of estimate on each ewe only having one lamb, and then having about half of them be rams and half of them be ewes. So that's kind of how we go about that. But let's see here. Here's one of them that was real sick, and she was real skinny, but golly, I think she's put on a whole bunch of condition. She don't look nearly as bad as she did before, and I'm really happy with how, and it's been cold. It's been really cold. So that's another thing about feeding, keeping your animals fed. It really allows them to deal with some pretty nasty stuff. Here's the other one that was real thin and had a big old ball on her tail of ice, and she's looking great. She's got a, I want to show you the calf that's sucking on her still. That's just amazing. She's got a calf sucking on her still too. She's probably not giving a lot of milk, but that one of them little heifer calves is sucking on her yet. But there's a big old white bull calf over here. You can see him. He's standing next to my breeding bull there. That's him. That's who she's nursing still, and still able to kind of gain her health back and actually put a little condition on. So that's him. He was born in, I think, like April last year. Hi there. Yeah, hi there. That's a nice little, I think this is a heifer. We got a black bull calf and a black heifer calf. Oh, no, that's the bull calf. Oh, there she is. She's right there. They look pretty similar in size and stuff. She's a little smaller than he is, but I don't know if you can see that on his ear, but he's got red ear hair coming out of his ear. So I'm guessing that coming from the sire, I guess. But yeah, it's just a beautiful day out here, and everybody is doing real good. In fact, the past couple mornings that I've come out here, they haven't even acted hungry at all or anything. They just been okay, just standing in the sun and soaking up some sun, and then once they figure out that I've got a bale out for them, they're like, oh, all right, I guess we'll go eat some now. So I'm pretty happy about that. I've been keeping them well fed over this cold snap, and it's been paying off. I'm pretty happy with how they've been performing here lately. And yeah, I think they're all in really nice shape. Sheep are all in good shape. So yeah, but I don't know, I've probably bored you guys long enough here, and I cut it out here, and hopefully it was a decent video, and if you're still watching, appreciate it. And yeah, if you're interested in ewe lambs, shoot me an email. I'll throw it in the description, I guess. But yeah, all right, everybody have a good night. See ya.